Welcome to Live Edge, episode number next. I'm Matt.
I'm Amy.
Welcome to the show. On this episode, we're going to talk about tools to buy and when to buy them. And if you have any questions, you can drop those in the chat, and I'll try to get to them as quick as possible. So I hope you all are having a good day. First off, hope everybody's staying safe in the storms. If you not, or if you have storms in your area, be sure to check out your local weather. I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Also, a programming note, we are going to be, Lord willing, in Appleton, Wisconsin on June 28th at the Woodcraft there. And it says Woodcraft of Appleton and Fox Cities. This is their 4th annual family day, but this is also a day we're going to be there for our meet and greet, tools and tailgates. So if you want to join, I will drop this link in the chat right now. It's also a link in the description of this video. If you want to check that out, if you're watching this on replay, you can go there and register. It's free to register. Just go to this link right there. I think that's the link. It's a very long link. But you can basically just register there, let them know you're coming. They're just trying to get a head count, so we are sure about, they're going to be food and things like that. Let me drop a different link because that may or may not work. So we want to make sure everybody has their, why are they doing that? Here we go. There we go. That should be the right link. So yeah, if you are in the Appleton, Wisconsin area, it's probably the last time we're going to be up that way, at least this year, maybe next. So if you're in the general vicinity of Appleton, Wisconsin, if you don't know where it's at, it's about an hour-ish away from Green Bay. So it's probably the furthest north we've been in the middle of the country anyway. We've been up to New York City and Maine, but we've not made it up to that part of the country. So it should be fun. It should be fun. We're looking forward to it. We see you. All right, so first off, there's a lot of deals going on right now that I want to touch on, and then we'll get into the questions. If you are looking for a deal on tools, the best way to get tool deals, in my opinion, is to head over to my website, 731woodworks.com, and on the tool deals page, there is a place to sign up for my free daily tool deal emails. I'm sending those out every morning. They usually end up going out. You can click on that link right there. On the tool deals page, when you go to the site, you just click the tool deals. But they go out about between 8:30 and 9 a.m. every morning, depending on how long it takes me to kind of gather them up, make my posts, and then send that email. And today is no different. We sent out a bunch. First, if you don't know, Ryobi days are here. And if you're a Ryobi fan or you've been thinking about dipping your toe into that green Kool-Aid, today might be the day. Now, we have 2 different deals. I'm going to recommend one of those depending on your budget. This one's $99. It's retail on $203. So you're saving $104. You're getting 2 batteries and a charger, and then you can select one of those free tools. There's actually like 20 something free tools you could buy. And then the second tool that I actually think is a better deal, that's this one. And this one's $199, retail $361. So you're saving $162. You're getting 3 batteries. You're getting 2 4-amp hour of the high performance batteries, and then one of the 2-amp hour. And then you get to select from these tools. Now, out of these tools, I would recommend either that circular saw, the nailer, or the recip saw. Those are probably my 3 picks there. I haven't used the grinder. I have no need for that. Or you can actually get more batteries, I think, in the kit too. I don't really recommend the vacuum, or Miss 731 doesn't really recommend it. All of these are linked in the shop button here on YouTube as well. So if you're here watching YouTube, you can click that shop button and they're listed in order, or should be listed in the order that I'm talking about them too. So you don't even have to leave the platform to check these deals out. All right, next up, this is a solid deal if you like DeWalt tools. 2 5-amp hour batteries, the charger for $299. And you can also choose a free gift. And in there is that DeWalt router. Fantastic deal. You get this router for free. Plus, you get those 2 5-amp hour batteries and the charger. The router's my pick, but there's a ton of tools here to choose from: sanders, impacts, oscillating tool, and a ton more. You just keep clicking see more, and you'll see more tools. So this is a solid deal if you're in the DeWalt. This is kind of sneaky good. It's $100 off. I still have this table saw. I keep this one around just because I like having the small table saw in the shop. This is DeWalt 8 1/4 saw. It's probably one of the best job site saws I've used. Fence is amazing, a lot of power, but this one is $100 off, so it's down to $329. But you get it says buy one get one, but you don't see it until you put it in the cart. And what you're actually getting is this stand. This is a fantastic little stand. The rolling stand, that comes with this is one of the better ones. I like this one better than the one I got. I got the little flimsy flip out metal stand. I don't really care for it. I wish I'd have got this one instead. But yeah, this one you get that for free. Also on sale. This is down $50. One of the best routers on the market. This is the Bosch 2.25 horsepower. 1617 is the model number. You get the plunge and the fixed base. I love this plunge base and the fixed base. They're just fantastic. I have this one in my router table. I've reviewed this one and compared it as well to the DeWalt. That they're both just really good routers, but I like this Bosch router for sure. All right. We're yelling at the dog if he's wondering what's going on. He's over licking himself.
He gags himself.
So we're like, stop.
We have to stop him.
If you're in the market for a nailer and air compressor combo, this is a fantastic deal. $100 off, was $299, down to $199. All of these deals, again, linked to that shop button, or all of these deals are on my website at 731works.com. So you can click on that tool deals button and scroll through all these. But this one is a great deal. You're getting that pin nailer, you're getting a finish nailer, and you're getting a brad nailer. All of these for only, and plus the hose and the compressor for $199. So it's a really good deal. Now, if you're in the Milwaukee fan, I didn't leave you out because I know we did the DeWalt deal earlier, but this one is down $50. This is you get a 5 amp and a 2 amp hour battery, plus you get to choose a free tool. Not a ton of free tools to choose from on this one, but still a solid deal if you want those batteries. There's also this one, which I actually like better, $299. Was $349, saving $50, but you also get to check or select a free tool. And there's a few more options here, or actually quite a few more options here to choose from as far as your free tool goes. So I think this is actually the better deal. And then we've got only two more deals, or actually two more. This is a Cobalt rolling toolbox. It was $498 down to $398, $100 off. These are really nice, solid little workbench toolboxes. I've got one that's, if you saw the Lowe's video, I got one that's a workbench top and it's got 2 drawers in it. It's also fantastic. I don't even know if it's going to show up down here, but these are nice little boxes if you're in the market. Again, just go to the website, 731woodworks.com. Click on the tool deals button. You'll see I have a ton more deals here, including this Milwaukee sander. The Ryobi days are there, some clamp deals, the Irwin Jack deals. And I have 2 posts for Home Depot Memorial Day deals and Lowe's Memorial Day deals. And if you just click into those, there are a ton of deals in there for you to check out. Then I'll be updating those daily as we go along as I find more deals. But again, go check it out, 731works.com.
Mini Club, this one is Mia. The boy that we were having to get on to is Coda, and we have another girl named Charlie. She's actually being the good one right now, and she's usually the bad one.
Very rare.
Yeah, she's usually our troublemaker, but she's being good right now. Grant has a question. He says, I know it's not woodworking. I'm renovating my bathroom next month. Any deals on reciprocating saws and grinders? I prefer yellow, but willing to look at a good deal.
Did the DeWalt deal? I think the DeWalt had some buy one. Oh, let me back up because I just saw this, and then we'll keep answering that. Okay. This 2 battery deal comes with 2 free tools, not 1. So you're buying this for $299, and you get to choose 2 free deals. I would grab this router if you don't have one. That's a fantastic deal, and any of these other ones. So that's even a better deal than I was expecting. 2 free tools there. I thought there was a grinder there. There's a recip saw here, Grant. So if you're looking for that, you can get that for free. You can pick up the 2 batteries. And then there's a grinder as well. So you could actually pick up this grinder and this recip saw, plus you get 2 5 amp hour batteries, plus the charger for $299. So that's a pretty solid deal. I think there's actually, was there another deal on DeWalt that I saw? They run together. So there's this one where you get a free tool with the charger and kit, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you get the free 20-volt max battery with any bare tool purchase. So if you just wanted to pick up, say, the grinder or the recip saw, you could do that for $199 and then get that single battery. But I think the better deal is if you had the budget is to get that other one.
Laura said their dog is sitting right next to her.
Hey, beard brother. I think he was talking to Vilvany.
Would you quit breathing your hot breath?
I saw a question up. I'm trying to get back to it.
Kate said that the red, which one's red? Milwaukee, is that their reciprocating saw can't get much better in his opinion.
Awesome.
He said they have a really good reciprocating saw.
Mini Club UK says, can you recommend me a DeWalt circular saw for under $200? I think Amazon has some DeWalt tools on sale too. You may want to check there and see if they have their DeWalt circular saw, specifically the corded. If you're looking for a corded saw, DeWalt circular saw.
Uh-oh, this isn't on.
No, I can't. I haven't been able to get it to work.
Jay, welcome to our One Before Supporter Club. Okay. Matt can make the noise for you.
So looks like Amazon has one for $178, and it's a 7 1/4 pivoting, 7 1/4 inch with the 57-degree bevel. Amazon prohibits me from showing any pricing on screen for whatever reason, but it's $178, so that's under $200. And then they have one for $134 as well. Both of those are on sale, and then they also have their 20 volt on sale for $99. So I would check out Amazon.
Okay, so Laura is not Laura. Laura is Uriah, and he is on his mom's YouTube account. So
gotcha. I was wondering why Laura was doing parkour.
Laura, that's Uriah.
I was wondering why Laura was doing parkour.
Parkour, yeah. That's funny. Well, Uriah, you're really brave because parkour scares the holy Toledo out of me.
Yeah, it sounds scary.
I had a student years ago that did it. Oof.
Renegade says, I hope they put the M12 half and 3/8 impacts on sale. I've been waiting on them for a while. I'll keep an eye out. If you follow the deals page or sign up for those deals emails, I will. If I find them, I'll put them in the deals email. And if you just joined us, I do a daily deals email every morning. I'm sending those out between 8 and 9 a.m. Central Time. There's a link in the description. You can sign up, or you can go to my website at 731woodworks.com. If you go to the website, right at the top, or most likely, if you've never been there before, there will be a pop-up that asks you to join the free, it's free, Daily Tools emails. And when you open that, it's literally just going to ask you for an email address and your first name. You can put your first name whatever you want, because I don't look at the first names. It's just for the email system to pick up. So that it says, hey, Joe, today's deals are. But if you want to put 731 Tool Fanatic, whatever you want to put there, I don't care. But if you don't put your right email address, you won't get the deal emails.
Cedric Thompson says, sir, I respect how you teach all the good and bad about woodworking tools. Stay blessed.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
James Nino has been a member of our One Before Supporter Club for 40 months, and he says, hope everyone has a great Memorial Day weekend.
Appreciate you, man.
David Andrews says, what's new tonight? And the Mother's Day video was funny. I'm surprised that you didn't get a Death Star look, bud.
Yeah. Here, I dropped that link in the chat so you can just get to it easier. The Tool Deal email signups I just dropped right now. So you'll be able to click that and sign up for those deal emails. Lucas says, hey, Matt, I wanted to ask if it was better to stick with one tool brand for everything or spread out for better brand for less money. For example, only going with Milwaukee. So for a long time, I was only rigid. That's the only thing I would buy was rigid, cordless tools. And then I bought some Milwaukee M12 stuff, and it opened a floodgate because I was like, I like these. And then they have tools that others don't, like the little M12 sanders that come out with this last year. And they're fantastic, amazing 6-inch sanders. And then before that, they come out with the orbital detail sander and a little 3-inch sander. So they have a lot of other stuff that the other companies just aren't offering. So if that battery platform isn't offering some tools you really want, then I say, yeah, it's okay to do that. If it's just because, you want to try to test them out or whatever, I think you're like, if your battery platform already has the tools you're using and you like them, just stick with that. Look at my first table saw. What do you recommend? Christopher, give me a budget, and then I can recommend a better option for you.
Somebody did give you a budget.
Under whatever price.
Table saw under $450 is what somebody else said. So start there.
Best table saw under $450. I'm going to give you 2, 3.
Did you hear the name, though? Sawdust Snuggles.
That's funny. So under $400, first is the skill. There's one that's $299. Fantastic. I've recommended it for a couple of years now. It's an amazing saw. It has a fold-out legs on it. Also, there is a Evolution saw that has a sliding table part. I thought that was really great. It's $400. It's out of stock until June, from what I'm told. And then the Cobalt saw is also a really good pickup for, I think it's to $300 and something. But if you just want to best bang for the buck, get the skill. Where do I find the link to sign up for all of your build plans and all? You go to 731woodworks.com and click on the store, and that's where all the plans are.
Curtis, so the one I had, you have to keep in mind that at the time, especially, he was bringing in a lot of sawdust at that time. He doesn't really now, but he was then. We have 3 dogs, 3 kids, and all the kids were still living here. It was a lot of foot traffic. And so it just couldn't keep up with my needs. But it's not that it just didn't work. It just couldn't keep up with what I needed. And the biggest problem was the battery. It would not go for very long. I need a vacuum that's not going to stop for like 2 hours. And that's what I have now. I have one that, and the one I have now actually comes with an extra battery. If that one ever does start getting low, you can switch over and you have 2 more hours. So that was my biggest hang up. It just couldn't keep up with me. But I'm also OCD, so take it with a grain of salt. So, but my daughter has it now and she loves it. She uses it.
She does. She still uses it.
Yeah, she uses it and for minor stuff and loves it. So
Randy says, or R&R says, he purchased a small wall-mounted wind dust collector for CNC. It creates so much dust, as a gravel road. And I looked around, but I have not seen any replacement for the bag, maybe HIPAA-like. I would check on Wind's website. They should have replacement bags, shouldn't they?
Is she crying now?
I don't know. I didn't hear. Yeah, she's fussing. She's fine. She'd be all right.
She's getting louder.
Okay, so I just saw this too. Matt Mays says the Evolution table saw is showing $475 without the stand. That's a little disappointing. It was. Well, I'll preface this for a minute. When I bought it, it was $399 or $400, whatever it was, and now, yeah, it's showing up for $475. Could be tariffs, so I'll give them that. But I hate that they raised the price. Not a fan of that. Under $300 for that table saw, I would go with the Skill 10-inch. I'll show you a picture of it. Yep. So you can pick it up at Amazon, Lowe's, anywhere like that.
Told you she's.
This is it. $299. Now this typically goes on sale for like $10 less, like $289. It doesn't really drop too much lower than that. It's rare if it does. So if I'm comfortable saying, yeah, if you pick this up at $299, you'll be happy with it. I know R&R in here in the chat has this, so he would like it. He can tell you to it too.
Jay Thomas, welcome to our One Before Supporter Club. You got to do the same.
Our little soundboard's not on for some reason.
I just like making Matt do that. So,
have you ever seen a better dust bag for the small wind mounted dust collector? I have not. HD Deals, they have the 735X on the stand for $699. Is this the lowest you think it'll go this year? No. You're going to have to wait. I think typically you see this go with the stand. $699 is probably, it's probably about as low as it's going to go. It might go a slightly bit lower with the stand. Without the stand, it's at $599 all the time. Is that stand worth $100 to you? Depends on, whether you need that stand or not. Let's see.
Right there.
Blackbird, Super Chat. Thank you, man. Super Chat. You're supposed to do it.
Oh.
Super Chat.
Here we go.
Mobile base for an upcoming planer. DeWalt DXL system or the lock with the locking casters or a small mobile workbench. Both will have a permanent attachment to the DeWalt. Seems like plenty of sturdy enough with locking casters thoughts. DeWalt DXL system.
Okay, you can look that one up. I don't even know where you were.
The tough system?
Since I had to leave with him.
Is it? I didn't know the tough system. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think it'd be plenty strong enough for that. I mean, I'm sure they have a weight limit that goes on top of it. If this is what you're talking about, throw this on the screen. You could build a workbench way cheaper than that, personally. I probably would build my own. I built a cart for mine. It's plenty sturdy enough for it. It gives me a lot of extra storage. But it just depends on what you like. If you're already in this system, then it should hold it. Should.
Rick Coulter has been a member of our Two Before Supporter Club for 43 months.
Thank you, Rick.
And he wants to know if Mo learned the laser yet.
No, she hasn't started yet. She's still in school right now.
Yeah, she's still teaching. I think they have until, is this her last week?
Probably.
This may be their last week. And then I'm sure she's going to take a week to get some stuff to, organized at her house before she starts coming down.
Do you like the micro fence for routers? What are you referring to, Andrew? Can you be a little more specific? I got the Skill 10-inch today for $200. That's pretty good. New in box. Someone bought it last year and never opened it on Marketplace. That's fantastic. That's a good deal. What's the best way to get hardwoods if you don't live close to a lumber yard? Have you tried ordering online? Yeah. So there's a few ways you can do that. Woodcraft sells it online. Rockler sells it online. I've partnered up with Log and Sawmill. Matter of fact, my face is on the screen now. If I can get it to go over there.
Uriah, we'll get to your question in just a second.
But yeah, you can go to Log and Sawmill. I'll drop a link in the chat. But we have some kits available there through Log, and if you click Shop and Woodworking Kits here, they are both charcuterie board kits and there's some dimensional lumber kits, walnut, elm, maple, different things like that. You can go check it out. He's actually running a sale right now for 10% off. So I'll drop this in the chat so you can check it out, see if it's right for you. But you could also check out Woodcraft, Rockler, and even Woodpeckers. They all sell their different hardwoods online. They all do different sales, different times of the months and stuff like that. So check them regularly because you can get some pretty good deals on hardwoods.
She's over here being
for
sweet.
Like shorter boards, like 3-4 foot long.
Uriah wants to know if the Milwaukee jigsaw is any good.
I haven't used that one yet. It's one of the few Milwaukee tools I don't have.
Okay, so if you guys know the answer, if you'll drop that in the chat to Uriah.
Did you do Damon? Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Damon has been a member of our One Before Supporter Club for 51 months. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We say that a lot too. Charlie's being super sweet over here. She can do that sometimes. Can't you?
While using my Wood River miter gauge, let's see. Why is this on the screen? While using my Wood River miter gauge, pieces don't seem to be flat and safe until I'm almost to the blade. Have the rigid table saw. What am I doing wrong? While using the miter gauge. Using the Wood River miter gauge. It may be that your boards aren't jointed properly or plain, flat. Maybe that could be it. It's hard to know without seeing it. Is there a particular respirator you'd recommend? I'd probably look at 3M. Do I use any wood tools from Temu? I actually have a video on that where I did a Temu versus something. If you just search on YouTube 731 Temu, there's some little hidden gems in there. Now, it's been probably almost 2 years ago now, a year and a half. So I'm not even sure if they still sell the ones that I showed on that video. Some are good. Some are hit and miss. Like some are terrible. Like it's very hard to know until you actually get them, which is why I spent like $500 on Temu. If you don't know, that's a haul for Temu. And just to get all those tools in to see if any of them were any good. And I was surprised that some of them were actually good, but a bunch of them was a waste of money. So it's kind of it was a lesson, I guess.
Do you know if you answered Black Bear Sports Cards, what's the woodworking project you've been most proud of completing?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay.
It'd probably be my daughter's dresser. It's kind of the one I always go to. It's a really huge project for me at the time. Building a bunch of drawers, first time doing all that.
And it wasn't farmhouse.
Yeah, it wasn't farmhouse, a little
more
more modern
style. Which is what he was building at the time.
So that'd probably be it. If you just search 731 dresser on YouTube, you'll see the video. It's older, but it's there.
It's the one she's most proud of as well.
Yeah, she likes it. Tim says, I was given a Ryobi AP10 planer, but it seems to have some issues. Any suggestions on refurbing it? I'm not sure about that, man. I really don't know. What would be the issue, I guess? Do you like Milwaukee Packout or Ryobi Link better? I like Packout better. I think they have more options available. I think their boxes and stuff. Well, I think a lot of their wall storage is a little better than Ryobi's, although I do like Ryobi Link. I have a bunch of it too. But if I had to choose between one or the other, like if I had to get rid of one and keep the other one, I would keep the Milwaukee.
Cade said the way that you say Temu sounds like the name of a Pokemon.
Temu. How do I say it? Temu or Temu?
You say Temu. It's supposed to be Temu.
Temu? Who says it? Did they say it was Temu?
Who knows? It's like Shein.
Shein?
Yeah.
Shine?
Uh-oh.
Fiend and Fine?
The dogs are getting ready to bark, so we apologize in advance.
Our son just pulled up.
Yep. Christmas clatter. I like that. Todd
Words are hard today.
Todd says hello.
Has Norm Abrams ever had any influence on you? I never watched Norm Abrams. I mean, I didn't know of him. I had PBS like everybody else growing up, but I never watched that stuff.
She fell asleep like that.
The wood isn't feeding. Have to force it through. It gets sniped in the middle of the board. It sounds like your rollers are stuck or not performing correctly. So I would probably look at like unplug it and then try to oil those rollers that's inside that pull that wood through. It may be gummed up. You may have to take it apart and clean those things if you're comfortable doing that. That's what it sounds like. Those rollers aren't moving. Matt, what do you think of David Marks of the Woodworks TV show? I've never seen it.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Big Noodle Woodworking, is it better to have an impact driver or will a regular drill be fine? A regular drill will be fine. If you don't have one, just use your drill. It's fine. You don't have to worry anything to worry about.
They normally always
Yeah, I
bark.
know. Yes, they do.
So I warned them and they didn't do it.
Is the wind the best miter gauge you have
This old
found for the
house,
money for the
okay.
table saw, Incra, wind? I didn't say it in that video. The Incra and the wind are identical. I think they're coming out of the same factory. I can't prove it, but I have the wind. I have the Incra. You lay them side by side. If they were the same color logo on them, you would not be able to tell them apart. They have the same features. Everything works the same. So the wind, I think, is like I would just get the wind.
Dennis
much
M.,
cheaper.
welcome to our One Before Supporter Club.
That's my country guitar twang. I've watched Norm Abrams on This Old House. Yeah, I've seen him on This Old House, I think.
Higgy Pop says,
What is that?
Higgy Pop says, let's all hit the like button to show support. Yeah.
What's your dog name? Boy or girl?
This one is Charlie, and she's a girl. We have Coda. He's a boy. He's the older one that was up here earlier. And then the big fat one that was up here,
Hey.
that's Mia.
You throw that phrase around.
She's
Plus size.
She's a plus size girl.
She's
and
positive. She's body positive.
She is body positive, and she loves her full figure.
Thinking about getting a new shawl for my shop. I know someone has a shopsmith versus they want to let go. What do you think about the shopsmith? I haven't used it. I saw it at a trade show. It's not for me. But the people that, there's a guy, what is his name? He's on YouTube. He loves the shopsmith. Nice guy, does really good videos.
You put in shop smitch.
It'll pick it up.
You can't spell today.
As soon
Words
as
are hard.
Mr. Growth Rings. So if you go to this YouTube channel, he has a bunch of videos on this. Mr. Growth, or My Growth Rings, not Mr. My Growth Rings. I'll drop a link to his channel in the chat. He has a bunch of videos on the shopsmith, and they're very well done too. So if you have any questions about a shopsmith, I would say he's the expert in the field. Links in the chat now. So I would actually reach out to him because I'm not going to be able to give you a good answer because I haven't used it. I've only seen it demoed. So it's not one of those where I've had hands on. I don't have room for it in my shop because of the way I lay out and stuff. I know it's like a compact thing. But I prefer the tools I have, but I can see a use case for it in certain shops, and he's got a bunch of videos on it. So I would just
Mia is not fat. She's fluffy. She's
fluffy.
not overweight. She's under tall.
Exactly.
Our oldest son says that she looks like a coffee table. It's so sad.
John says, I got the Craig routed table package last week with a lift. It's awesome. Good job. You commented in your video about just getting 3 insert rings with it. I 3D printed 14 other sizes. Fantastic. Good idea.
Hard
it's a
work,
good look.
woodwork. Late to the show, but here I am.
Here you are.
Here
Appreciate
you are. Hard work, woodwork. That's hard to say.
Hard work, woodwork. Hard work, woodwork.
See? That's hard to say. That's a tongue twister.
Sawdust and Doodles says, how are you tonight? We're good. Thank you.
And doodles.
I hope it's,
I like
yeah,
that
it's
one.
Poodles. Look on the screen. Thanks for all your reviews. I got the
It is.
Festool
It's doodles.
150.
Not poodles. Doodles.
Right. Oodles and Doodles of Poodles.
Oh my god.
Thought everybody knew that. Big upgrade from the Ryobi cordless. Yeah, the Milwaukee Detail Sander and that Festool is a big upgrade for sure. How difficult is it to use a 3D printer to be able to print functional pieces for the shop? It's not hard. And what's really good is there's a lot of websites that have these, whatever you're looking for the most part, has probably already been done. So you don't really have to learn 3D modeling. There is a learning curve. Like if you're going to 3D model something like in Fusion 360 or something, it's not easy. I've 3D modeled a couple things and it took me like hours to do like a little thing, but I don't know anything about that stuff. So it's not like difficult. I mean, easy, but
Hey, do you know what time it is?
power tip time.
It's time to interrupt them so that I can get that in there.
So it's not hard, but I mean, it's not easy, but it's also not impossible. But the good thing is there's a ton of stuff already made on those 3D printing websites that you can just download the files already done. So the power tip is,
What's your power tip?
what is the power tip? Power tip is sign up and come see us in Appleton, Wisconsin. We're going to be there on June 28th. That's a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on or at Woodcraft of Appleton's Family Day. Now, you can sign up. I'm going to drop a link in the description at some point here. You can come sign up to, what do you call it? Register. That's it. You can register so they know how many people's coming. But we'll be there, me and Miss 731. Be a good day just to hang out, do some meet and greets, and shake your hand and get to know you a little bit better in person. And they're going to have food and different things, and tool demos and all kinds of cool stuff. Hang out with a bunch of other woodworkers there at Woodcraft in Appleton, Wisconsin. So it'll be a good day. So you should come out. Link in the description to register. It's free to register. They just need to know how many people's coming. And that's only, what, a month away?
Mm-hmm.
Good gravy.
A little over a month.
La Negative says, would you recommend investing in Ryobi 1 Plus HP line for beginner woodworking? Yes, I like Ryobi tools. I have a bunch of them. I think they're fantastic. The 1 Plus HP line is a really good line of tools. I don't like their brushed tools, but just like the regular Ryobi tools. But the 1 Plus HP is a fantastic line of tools. I like them.
Charles Seeks Silver, glad to hear that. Says his daughter lives just down the road. Going to try to make it. Lucas has a question, wants to ask, would you be able to do a review on Milwaukee's 12-inch or 10-inch miter saw?
Sounds fun. I may look into them. Can't make any promises, but I'll look into it and see what I can do.
Scott says he can't wait to be a part of the fun in Wisconsin.
Cool. It's going to be fun, man.
Yep.
I think it's going to be, I don't think we're going to be back up that way for a while. So if you're in the general vicinity and you want to come hang out, well, we would love to see you there.
Bill Compton, that's kind of a difficult question, but we'll see what Matt can do with it. It says, if you're planning on selling products you make, when would you start building for Christmas?
What are you making? How much time is going to be involved? What I would do, I would do a little market research, figure out are those viable products that are going to sell, and then try to suss out how much you're going to need. But I would probably start in late September, early October, depending on what you're building. So if you're building larger projects, you're going to need a little more time.
Maybe build one and take pre-orders.
Yeah, you could do pre-orders or anything like that.
But make sure you get money up front for that. The hardest part of that is you don't want to overbuild it and be stuck with a lot of inventory that
especially
you've got.
Christmas inventory, if it's Christmas specific.
Yeah, and you've got all this time and money invested into it that you're not going to be able to get back in a timely manner. You don't want to have to discount it later. So it's a really difficult question to answer. For us with the stove covers, it definitely wasn't something that we could do because they were all custom. But maybe somebody else on here that does that sort of thing, maybe they could offer you some idea of what they do.
Biva says, will the Sawdust Startup monthly subscription increase anytime soon? I'm going to join next month. No, it won't increase before next month, so you'll be good. If you don't know what he's talking about, school.com/Sawdust Startups. We have a coaching program where we're helping woodworkers build their business. You can go check it out there. School.com. You can get a 7-day free trial, actually. And we have a whole class section. Well, I'm not even showing what's supposed to be on screen. What are we doing?
No, you're doing breaking news over
We have
there.
a classroom section where basically we break down step by step on how to grow a woodworking business from scratch, on how to get your first sale, how to build a website, how to do your logo, how to sell on Facebook, how to sell in person, all the way down. If that's not for you and you want to check out the free program, school.com/731woodworks. There's a lot of free information here. We call it Woodworkers Jumpstart. It gives you 90 plus project ideas that sell, how to start a business from scratch. These are all video courses, so you get to watch all these. And there's 3 interviews that people inside of Sawdust Startups did with us to show others how they're actually making money with their woodworking. So either one of those, school.com/731woodworks or /Sawdust Startups. Since Arkansas is so much closer to me than Appleton, do you have a private tours of your shop and little meet and greets? We don't, unfortunately, because we're inside our home. We don't do those liability reasons and things like that. So sorry.
We haven't had a meet and greet in Arkansas.
We may have to do a local.
Yeah, it's something we've never really considered.
Yeah.
But maybe it's something we need to look into. I don't know.
Yeah. There was enough interest. Might could meet up somewhere in Little Rock or something, maybe.
Maybe Hot Springs area.
Hot Springs sounds nice, don't it?
Oh, our son's home so he can help with the
Rick
dogs
Halter
now.
says 7 hours and 15 minutes from my house to Woodcraft. That's a long drive.
That is a long way. Oof.
Did I miss any questions? I think I got them all. If I missed, you can re-ask because I'm trying to catch them all.
Indiana.
Oh, here's one.
We haven't been to Indiana either. I don't know if that's a spot that we would. It's so hard to know in the future.
Well, mainly because we like behind the scenes we pay for our trips. Like, so we're going to Appleton, Wisconsin. We're paying for the trip. We're paying for the flights,
everything
the
comes
hotels,
out of our pocket.
So it's hard to and prizes we give away and stuff like that. So it comes out of us. So it's like we have to be kind of selective, because we have to space them out. Not really selective. We have to space them out so that it kind of it lessens the financial hit. I just posted. Oh, Andrew says, Matt, what 2.25 router would you like to try next? Makita, I've already tried that one, or Metabo. I have it in the shop. I did a video on the cordless Makita. Fantastic. I actually have another Makita video coming out soon that kind of features that router. And then the Metabo I've had in the shop for a while. I just haven't put it through the paces yet, so I haven't done a video on it. North Carolina on your meet and greet? I would love to come to North Carolina, South Carolina.
Oh, man, we want to go there.
South Carolina's on my bucket list, and y'all are neighbors, so.
Yeah. Damon said, I forgot we had a state named Indiana, and I have a cousin there.
That's funny.
Goofball.
That's hilarious. John says, kind of binge watched a ton of your content. Thank you. Built my first anything. That's fantastic.
Bench.
A wonky bench.
That.
That's awesome. But it's mine and it rocks. Literally. Thanks for the awesome content and inspiration. I'm glad, man. I'm really glad that you get started. And that's the main thing, man. You just got to get started. Once you get started, you'll start figuring things out. And the only way to get better is to just keep trying. And yes, you're going to mess some stuff up. Every woodworker who's ever been in existence, who ever built anything out of wood, messed something up at some point. So it's fine.
Storm King, I think we would like New Jersey too. We like New York.
I would like to see New Jersey.
We've been really close.
Yeah, we were in Boston. We were in 3 different locations in Boston in October.
Girlfriend.
Jay Thomas says, I enjoy woodworking and would like to supplement my income. Only looking to increase $1,000 a month. What type of products would you recommend for me to produce? It depends on, for $1,000 a month, depends on how much you're going to be able to produce, right? Are you going to do smalls where you got like cutting boards, charcuterie boards? You're going to sell a lot more of those to get to that $1,000. Or larger products going to take a little bit more time to build, but to have better profit margins. I liked, personally, building outdoor furniture, planners, indoor furniture, end tables, coffee tables, dining tables. Those brought me the most profit. And I didn't really get into any of the small stuff. I did stove covers, but I didn't do any smaller stuff. But right now, inside of our group, like what's hot, what are people buying from people that are in our group building stuff? Planners are fantastically hot. They'll probably start kind of cooling off because of summer, because most people buy all their planners and stuff in the spring and they kind of taper off. But then they're going to start buying indoor stuff like end tables, dining tables, coffee tables, that sort of thing. That'd be my suggestion. There's a Woodcraft in Raleigh. Woodcraft in Raleigh. 2 different people. That's funny. Dinner time. Well, enjoy your dinner, Damon. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys joining. Again, if you missed the deals at the beginning of the video, go back and rewatch the intro and the beginning. Some really good deals you don't want to miss. Or you can just go to my website, 731woodworks.com, and click on the Tool Deals button, and then you'll see all the deals listed there. There's a bunch, and there's more coming. So check back tomorrow. Any thoughts on the Oliver new Oliver 15-inch planer? It's big. It's $2,000. That's all I know about it. Izzy Swan has a video, actually, if you want to go check his video out. He posted a video this last week, Izzy Swan did, on that planer. I think he put it through the paces. It looks fantastic. It's 220 volt, weighs like 180 pounds, 150 pounds, something like that. It's a very heavy planer. So it's a bench top that you're going to mount somewhere probably. But it's a pretty cool looking product. I was very impressed by their bench top 13-inch planer, and I don't expect anything less from this one either. I think it'd be really nice if you have that budget for it. It's probably a nice one. All right. Well, is that it?
That's it.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Y'all have a good week.
See ya.